Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. I want to say hello and welcome to all the new subscribers, and I'm going to make a little video here. I've got a victim, and I mean it's truly a victim. I debated whether even to put it back in service. It was brutalized so bad, but I decided I'm going to because I can make it a usable outboard. Interesting outboard in its setup. It's a 9.9 Yamaha 4-stroke with the extra long shaft on it. So it's got like a 25-inch length to the lower. It's really long, tall motor. Also, unique about it, to me, I'm not sure I like it or would want it, but it's electric start only, no pull start. It's a 9.9. But they did a lot of carnage to this motor. It was basically gifted to me because it was in such bad shape. The lower unit that was originally on it was busted all to pieces. The propeller busted all to pieces. Transom clamp completely broke off on one. Tiller arm destroyed. The electric starter was seized up. But anyway, I took the electric starter apart, cleaned it up, got it going, and did a few other little engine components to get it going well. But it runs good now. But there's issues that obstacles I have to fix, repair, and overcome to be able to make it a usable motor. And I'll show you some of that right now. All right, here's our victim. And there's some of the carnage. Yeah, it's just been beaten to pieces, broke everywhere. This, I don't know if you can see it. I'll get a flashlight. The left transom clamp was completely broke off. It was broke off right there. You can see there's only a little bit. It should look like this one. That's how it should look, but it was broke off. So what I did is I went up and drilled a hole higher. I tapped it, and as you can see, there's now a transom clamp there. The lower unit that was on here was completely destroyed, and it had holes busted and stuff right here. So I just filled that in with Marine Tex and gave it a little primer. Haven't done any painting on it yet. So yeah, we got to overcome that and all this up there. I've already got a design in mind. There's the model number on her. You can see that 9EL extra long shaft, and it's an 04. So I got work to do. I've got a design on paper that I did to overcome this. I'll start on that, and then I'll explain to you what I did to get her back going. I think it's going to work just fine. So I'll be right back. Okay, so here's what I come up with for this tiller handle. I got this piece of metal out of my scrap metal pile outside. It was originally part of a garage door mounting the motor overhead on a garage door. So I cut it. I drilled a big hole in it here. I will bolt, spin you around, that piece there will get bolted through that hole and that hole. And that will be placed over this, like so, and bolted to that. Then I'm going to mount this here. hopefully, yeah, you're not even in there. There. So this piece will go on here. Then I'm going to mount this here. But I still want it to swivel. And I also want it to stop. So I cut this flush and left a lip hanging over here as a stop. Once it's together, you'll see, you'll have a better idea of what I'm doing. Okay. Here are some of the methods I'm going to use. Like I said, this will be bolted over the broken handle. Then I'm going to put, these are just bushings I got at the hardware store. They're made out of brass. Put one of them there. I'm going to put one of them there. And so that'll still allow it to swivel. I'm then going to put a bolt through it. But before I put the bolt through, I got to put this little nylon spacer in there so it don't smash and distort this U-shaped metal. Okay. Then I'll have that in there, and that'll be bolted on, and so it'll still be able to swivel. And as you can see, the pieces come together, so when I tighten it, it won't smash this and bend it in too bad, because I've got the nylon bushing in there. And I think it'll work. So let me get it together. These are the bolts I'm going to use to bolt the handle to this. And once I get it all together, it'll make sense. So give me a minute and I'll be back. Alrighty, I got the little tiller handle all put together, and with the parts I showed you, you should be able to recognize them. I'll point them out. And it ain't perfect in any sort, but it makes this engine usable. Like I said, I was debating on whether even to go there with it, but the more I looked at it, I thought I could put it back together in a reasonable way that it would be very similar to factory in operation. And so that's what I did, and I'll give you a look and show you how it came out. Alrighty, spin you around. Okay, there's the tiller handle now. So I can get some more light on it. There you go. Alright, this is the bolt going through everything. I've got a washer up under this backside. Here are the two bronze bushings I showed you. Alright, and then there's the stop. And I'm probably going to put another piece. I can come up through there and bolt another piece out to here and put a spacer there so it strengthens that stop, so you got more than just that small piece. But that's the operation of it. Move you over a little bit so you can see the underside of how it came out. Alright, so you can see the bolt goes through. Here's a washer, goes through another washer, or no, that's just the bronze bushing. Then there's the spacer, so that when I tightened it, I didn't squeeze more than that. You can see it's a little wider here than down here, so I wanted that there to prevent it from squeezing too much. And like I said, it functions about the way it's supposed to. Still got my gear shift and my throttle out here, my kill switch. That's all hooked up normal. And like I said, this little motor, I'll show you. It's electric start only. Little 9.9 with electric start only. There's the starter. And I'm sure I could look through my bone pile and probably replace that with a pull start that would bolt in the same spot. So yeah, here's your starter and all, and solenoid's just sitting in there. But there's the tiller handle repair that I did. Is it perfect? No, not at all. But it functions quite well, very much like the original. So let's give her a start. Yeah, you're in there. He's really strong. And here's my gear shift. There's forward. There's reverse. And there's neutral. So. So there she is, and I just noticed I got a vent hose that's leaking back here. Popped out of its little thing, so I gotta fix that. So now it has a tiller handle that tillers. And so I got a few little things to do to it yet. Alrighty, let's get me back over there. Alright, like I said, I was debating whether even do this or just hold off and hang on to the motor until I got one that came in seized up or something. And but it functions. It's a usable motor. Yeah, I forgot to show you how that transom clamp came out too. Let me spin you back around to that. Lift this up out of the way. Here's the transom clamp. So, like I said, they broke it off right there. You can see it's broke off, so I just cut it off because it was real jagged. I drilled and tapped a hole through that because it still had plenty of meat there. And I put a smaller transom clamp off a smaller engine in there. But it'll work just fine. And so one's a little higher than the other. And again, there's the tiller. So, usable motor. Put it back in service. Sorry about my video. But anyway, that's the video. I made a usable motor out of it. It actually runs fairly decent. It was abused really bad. Like I said, it's the extra long shaft, electric start only, and so I don't have many of these extra long shaft ones come in here. In fact, this is only the second one. So, like I said, it was gifted to me. The people didn't even want it. Once I told them what it would cost to fix it properly, to order that new transom area for the clamp and then the tiller handle and all, and it was very expensive. They said to heck with it, you know, they're just like, and I told them I could do something like this, and they're going, we're just going to go buy a new one. I said, I appreciate it, and so I at least made a usable motor out of it now. It's kind of a niche market, I guess, for it, being extra long like that, but hopefully somebody will take it and give it a good home. Thanks for watching.